He glances around, shaking his head. It's really morbid in here, now that I'm looking. This was not a slick move on my part. No, come on, this is great. I giggle, motioning around at the empty suits of armor standing at attention along one wall, the reproductions of executioner's masks hanging up alongside some horrifying metal contraption with a million sharp teeth, the intended purpose of which I'd rather not contemplate. You're really getting your William the Conqueror on. Shut up, Ian says, but he's laughing too now, his studious face cracking open. That's not even the right time period. Oh, well, God forbid I mess up my time periods, I tease. That was one of the things I liked first and best about Ian, how silly and self-aware he could be for someone so serious. Getting to know him was like finding a secret late-night dance party in the green lampshade reading room at the Boston Public Library. I love you too. Really? For 1 second, Ian looks completely, purely delighted. Then, just as quickly, he shakes his head. You don't have to say it back, he reassures me, shoving the map back into the pocket of his dorky cargo shorts. I mean, you know that, obviously, but you don't. Yes, thank you. I wrinkle my nose. I know that, but I want to. Ian squints at me, like he's looking for the punchline. Really? He asks again. He sounds very young, even though he's 2 years ahead of me at college in Boston. He'll be a senior when we go back to campus in 2 weeks. You do? I laugh, not a little nervously. Yeah, nerd, I say, trying not to feel like a jerk at how shocked he sounds by the admission. He said it to me without expecting it back, I realize abruptly. He said it to me like an offering. I do. Ian grins at me for real then, slow and steady. He could light the whole London eye with that smile. Okay, he says. Well, good then. Good, I echo, more certain than I was even just a moment ago when I blurted it out. I do love him, after all. I love his brain and his heart and the person I am when I'm with him, the person he makes me want to be. And isn't that what love is, really? Wanting to be the best version of yourself for someone else? If that's the rubric that we're using, then I've been in love with Ian since the very first day we met. I was in the library at BU one rainy Saturday morning in late October of last year, rain streaking down the tall, wide window panes, and a forbidden cup of coffee from the cafe downstairs rapidly cooling on the desk in front of me. It was barely a week after the clinic visit, and I still had faint stomach cramps, a feeling like someone periodically reaching a cold hand inside my body and squeezing as hard as they could. Still, as I sat there in the carrel, in my sweatpants and ponytail, a bulky plaid scarf wrapped around my neck, I was calmer than I'd been in 2 full weeks. I'd been gravitating toward the library more and more the last few days, in between classes and after dinner, drawn to the tall shelves and stain-resistant armchairs, and most of all to the immaculate antiseptic silence. Boston is a pretty quiet city, all Unitarian churches and hipster coffee shops and cobblestone streets made uneven by tree roots. But lately it was all too bright and loud and overwhelming, like I was walking around with my organs on the outside of my body. Everything felt screamingly, ferociously raw. I was halfway through a calc problem set that wasn't due until Tuesday when someone stopped next to my hard wooden chair and cleared his throat. I startled, blinking up at the sandy-haired guy casting a broad shadow over my notebook. He looked like everything I'd always pictured when I thought of Boston. Broken-in corduroys and LL Bean boots, unlaced halfway down, a plaid flannel shirt rolled up to his elbows. He was pushing a metal cart full of library books. He said, motioning at my coffee cup